Fire in the hole, let's cook a chicken. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my backyard. What I got here is a chicken. I bet you never saw one of those before. Well, I'll tell you, this is the lowly chicken, the downtrodden meat of barbecue. Got a feather left in there. We got to do something to this chicken. I mean, I spatchcocked him, but we got to do something enough to jazz him up. You know what I'm saying? We got to pimp this chicken. So what I'm going to do is I've cut some slits in the skin of his breasts and in the skin of his legs and thighs. And what I'm going to do is insert some fresh rosemary up in there, among other things. But we're going to go into his thighs and into his breast with some fresh rosemary up inside my chicken's, up where his skin meets the meat, in an attempt to flavor this chicken up somehow. We got to make him more interesting. Mrs. Chicken, you're boring and we need to make you more interesting. We got to pimp this chicken. So I'm going to shove some fresh rosemary up there, up into her, between her skin and her meat. A little bit more, I think. A couple more sprigs of rosemary. Rosemary's good stuff. A couple more sprigs of rosemary in there. It's okay if it sticks out. She's got plenty of room. And the next thing you want is some garlic. I've got some garlic cloves that I smashed up with my knife, and we're going to shove them up in there. I've got about, I don't know, about 10 cloves of garlic here. And I'm going to shove some up in the thighs, and some, I hope you can see all this, some up in the breast. Some of that rosemary, get that back in there. Okay, let's put some garlic over here, and some garlic over here, and some more garlic over here. Garlic is good stuff. It's good for you. It tastes good. I'm going to use up all the garlic. I don't want to have any leftover garlic. So there we go with the garlic. So we've got our garlic and rosemary stuffed up inside. What we're going to do next is take some slices of lime and stick them up there. Probably about, I don't know, maybe 2 on each side, and maybe a couple in the thigh area. Probably I should have cut them in half, but it's okay. It's okay, I'll make it work. We'll shove that up in there. And you know, any citrus fruit could work, like oranges or lemons, but I just happen to have limes today, so that's what I'm using. Gonna shove some limes up in there. Get some over on this other side here. Got a piece of stray garlic here, I want to get that in there too. Plenty of garlic, I love garlic. Garlic tastes great. I've got some more lime. Get as much lime up in there as we can. Get it up in there between the skin and the meat. Another piece of lime here, maybe here, maybe one more over here. Okay, so we've got our chicken pretty much pumped up with rosemary, garlic, and lime. What we're going to do now is we're going to hit it with some Tsang stir-fry oil. What a surprise, huh? You didn't see that coming, did you? Why do we love Tsang stir-fry oil so much? Because of the beautiful garlic flavor of Tsang stir-fry oil. Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I want to show you a little secret. But I got to take my gloves off to show you. But don't worry, I'll put them back on before I handle the chicken again. This is my Rootboy Rub. This is what I call a Rootboy Rub #1. It's hard to see, I know. But it's got a kind of a greenish cast to it. This is what I'm going to use for the chicken. I developed this rub for bison and beef. But I've also got Rootboy Rub #2, which has got a kind of a reddish cast to it. And that's a rub I developed for chicken and pork. But I'm not using that on this chicken. I'll use that at a later date. But when I get these spice blends the way I want them, I'm going to send them out to some YouTubers that I know. Hopefully they'll try them out in different recipes and see what they think of them. But anyway, I'm going to take that Rootboy Rub #2 and sprinkle it on the outside of my chicken. This is like a savory rub, see? And like I said, I developed this for beef and bison, but it works on chicken. It can work on pork too if you didn't want the barbecue style flavorings of the other rub. The other rub is more of a barbecue rub, and this is more of a savory rub. So we're going to get that on there. That's looking good. How's that look? Can you see that? Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm going to get that on the grill. It takes about an hour to get the breast meat up to 160, 65, 70. And then we'll cut into them, drink a beer, and take a taste of our poor little pimped out chicken. So stay tuned. I'll show you what it looks like on the grill. Okay, the chicken is on the Charbroil Commander. She's got some lime, rosemary, and garlic stuffed up under her skin. She's rubbed down with Rootboy Rub. And there's nothing left to do now but let that rock and roll for about an hour. So we're going to close the cover on that and let it go. Then it'll be done and we'll take it out. We'll drink a beer and take a taste. So stay tuned. My chicken is done. And there's the Frosty Rootboy mug. And here's today's beer. This is Hop Star from Fulton, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Fulton Brewing Company. This is a session IPA. So it's got a low IBV. Not as low as that Dropkick Murphy, but pretty low. I think it's within the 4 point something. Let's pour it out and see what it looks like. It's a nice yellow. It's got a lot of head on that one. I poured it wrong, that's why. What's it say here? Twice dry hop with Citra, Mosaic, and Amarillo hops. Hop Star shines bright hop rays through a nebulous body. It's Session IPA, Northeast Minneapolis style. Instead of Northeast whatever, Northeast America, this is Northeast Minneapolis style. Hop Star from the Fulton Brewing Company, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Lassa, what do you think, baby? Looks like a lot of head on that one. Let's sniff the head, Lassa. Oh man, it smells great. You can really smell the hops in it. Let's quaff the froth off it, Lassa. What do you think, baby? I got a froth mustache going. It's good. There's absolutely no alcohol bite because there's hardly any alcohol in it. What is this stuff? A 4.9. That's not so bad. It's not as bad as that Dropkick Murphy's. That stuff was weak. This is Hop Star from Fulton Brewing Company. Okay, let's get my chicken over here and get a taste of it. Stay tuned. There's my garlic, rosemary, and lime chicken. And it's covered with my Rootboy Rub. And I want it to kind of get a taste of the rosemary and the lime. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Well, there's some of the lime right there. A lot of garlic in there. I don't know if I can do that or not. I'm going to have to go a little deeper, I think. To get, here's the rosemary. That's funny. Okay. Well, we got the rosemary, we got the lime. Let's get a piece of that chicken. And it couldn't be any juicier, I can tell you that right now. That's my rub on there. Does that look good? Let me put that in my mouth. Oh man. I took a piece right out of the breast, and you can really taste the lime and the rosemary, and my rub is excellent. This rub I developed for beef, and it works great on chicken. So I just ate a piece of garlic. I don't care. I like garlic. Anyway, that's my video. Stay tuned to the end. Pardon me. Stay tuned to the end to see who won the barbecue sauce from last week. And like I always say, if you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go up and see Bottle Cap Barbecue. Pretty sure he's got some content. The dude I sent you to last week didn't have any. Oh man, that tastes so good. The skin is kind of crispy right there, you see it? So good. Anyway, go up and check out Bottle Cap Barbecue. Subscribe to me. Stay tuned to find out who won the barbecue sauce from last week. Come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer. And even though this is 4.9, it tastes great. Look at the head on that. It's got a frothy head. Alright babies, that's my video. We'll see you next week. Bye.